Hey guys, this is Marina here, and if you have your sun or ascendant sign in Aries, then watch this video because I'm going to talk about something which will have an influence over your life for the upcoming 3 years. So, the biggest news during December 2017. On the 20th, we have Saturn entering Capricorn. And actually in this video I'm going to talk about how it will influence your sign and what is the meaning and how you can actually benefit from this transit. So you know that Saturn is a slow moving planet, and that's why the processes that it starts are usually requiring more time. These are slow processes, but on the other hand they are very deep, and the positive thing about Saturn is that it can bring you some serious stable material achievements. It's extremely important that actually we have Saturn entering exactly the sign of Capricorn. So it's not any other sign, it's basically the sign that Saturn rules. So it makes the influence of the transit even stronger and more significant. And Saturn will stay in your 10th house for the upcoming 3 years. 10th house is about your career. It's about your social achievements and reputation and basically everything which you do for others, which is visible for the society. So it's also your vocation and what you are meant to do in this life. So when Saturn enters your 10th house, first of all, it suggests that you can really concentrate on focus on this area of your life. So starting a new career, making some kind of restructuring in this area of your life, achieving some stable results. All of these things can happen. Of course, Saturn always has a challenging side. Basically, almost everything in astrology has a challenging side, even the most positive indications. So with Saturn, of course, we're talking about some possible restrictions and things which require much more efforts and time. So yeah, you really need to be prepared for that. So if you want some fast results in the area of your career, it's not going to happen. Saturn requires serious work, requires being really patient on your projects and being very devoted on all of that. Also, this is the planet of justice. That's one of my favorite things about Saturn. So what it means is that actually, if you're really hardworking and previously you have put a lot of efforts on something related with your career, when Saturn transits your 10th house, actually you can materialize things, you can achieve the results that you really deserve and you can be rewarded. As usual, you have to be patient. Also, this transit will require from you to be much more organized and strict and disciplined in terms of your career projects. Now is the time actually to concentrate more on some practical stuff. So it's not only about dreaming and preparation or planning things. You have to do some serious work during these 3 years. Of course, it matters on which degree actually you have your sun or ascendant sign, and it will show you when you're going to feel stronger the influence of this transit. Keep in mind that when Saturn is in Capricorn, it will also make square with your own sign. And the square is a challenging aspect, especially when we talk about Saturn. So for many of you, this might be the time when you can be tested and you need to show that you are really hardworking. You may need to face with some kind of restrictions. Your communication with authority figures can also be more difficult. You may feel like someone else who has more power than you is actually using this power and control to restrict you in some way. So yeah, it could be challenging, it could be difficult, but this is also the time when you can totally change your career direction. It may come through some kind of, sometimes crisis, in other cases just some kind of disappointment. you know, how Saturn can make things too routine, you know, too repeating day after day. You may feel bored at some place. And this is the time actually when you may take the decision to change your career path, to change your direction. And if you are trying, you know, to fight with all of this, it may happen in a more challenging way. Anyway, the most important for you is actually to concentrate on practical stuff. And if you want to have that, you know, significant career achievements, be patient, be organized, be disciplined, make things in the accurate way as they are supposed to be, in the most legal way, especially if you have your own business. You know, this might be the time when, if you have some kind of unsettled things with legal issues, or, you know, some government issues, you may need to fix all of that, because it may literally bring you some serious problems. So yeah, the most important is to be organized and also to try to do your best in the area of your career. If your career is related with you know, Capricorn, Saturn stuff, then you can benefit more from this transit. For example, if you work in the area of the construction business, or some kind of government organization, or some kind of institution with an hierarchic system, then this is a time when you may grow in this organization, or, you know, basically you're going to get what you really deserve. If you haven't worked really hard, now you may need to face with all of that, and you may need to repair what has been, you know, if there was some kind of mistake or something which has been left in the past. But if you have been really hard working, this is the time when you can have some serious results, and you can expand. And, you know, Saturn can, even though Saturn is not really the planet of expansion, if you have been hard working, it can give you more than Jupiter. But as I said, it always comes through some serious efforts and hard work and persistence and patience. So keep in mind, this is only the beginning. On the 20th of December, we are putting the beginning of this long period, 3-year period. And during this time, many things can change. Sometimes the beginning of the period can be more challenging. You are getting used to that energy. And after that, things start, you know, to move forward. You can adapt better, and you may find the new direction and the new solutions which will bring you the positive achievements. So that's the most important, guys, for the next upcoming 3 years, basically. If you have some comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can be informed whenever I have a new video or some kind of news for you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you very soon.